Hey, welcome back. It's me, Mr. Nintendo. I really like the sound of that. I really do. Mr. Nintendo. It sounds really nice. But I guess I will always be known as Mr. 4K. Um, of course, Mr. 4K upscaler. Um, so I figured maybe I should play Tears of the Kingdom, The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, a little bit before I jump into Hyrule Warriors because I don't know. I want to learn more about the story of Princess Zelda and how did she end up in this time frame of Hyrule uh, warriors and you know. So I'm just like trying to like get a better perspective, better understanding of the story. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and let's start the brand new game, huh? Shall we? This is Nintendo Switch 2. Nintendo presents The Legend of Zelda. Tears of the Kingdom. Let me turn up the volume a little bit more. Like right here. Is that better? There we go. Like right there. That's better. So now you guys can hear me. I don't think the microphone is too loud. If it is, I'm not gonna yell too much. I'm not gonna,
The strange gloom keeps getting thicker. We've been descending for a while now. These tunnels are deeper than I thought. What could be down here?
Oh, she's the Princess of Hyrule. Ah. She's the Princess of Hyrule. Beneath Hyrule Castle. Ah. You never imagined this was all deep beneath Hyrule Castle. Yeah, well, neither was I. I am as much shocked to this as you are. But I'm here to learn. I'm here to learn and to understand Legend of Zelda, the Tears of the Kingdom. Alright, let's go. What is that?
People have been falling ill after coming into contact with the gloom drifting through these caverns. Though here it seems almost misty and not concentrated enough to harm us. We'll keep going, with it coming up from beneath Hyrule Castle. We do not know what waits below, so we need to be ready for anything. But I know I'll be okay with you, Link. Let's go solve this mystery.
Of course you'll be okay with me. You have nothing to worry when you are with me. When you were a child, I asked my father if there was anything below the castle. And what did your father say? He told me there was. Though seeing it for ourselves or even discussing the matter was forbidden. Okay. No one in our family knew anything more than that. Yeah, well, they probably didn't want to scare you. You know, they didn't want you wandering around and ending up in this Hyrule, world beneath. They were trying to protect you, basically. They were doing the right thing. But now they will not like me either because I'm here assisting you to go into this venture deep into the Hyrule world. I can recall what my father said. Even now, no one must ever venture beneath the castle. Not even one of us. Well, that's exactly what I'm saying. I'm getting in trouble just by accompanying you and assisting you. But how could I say no to a Princess Zelda? You know, I would advise you not to do this, not to go down this route, but, if Princess Zelda asks me for her assistance, I will give my service to you. I'll be of service to you. And that's why I'm assisting you, because I want to be of service to you. But I don't think this is a great idea. He said this warning had been passed down through my family for as long as anyone could remember. Well, I think your father was right. You should listen to your father. Father is a very, very wise man. And you should listen to him. You should learn from him. What? Did you see something? What did you see? The Master Sword? It must be sensing something. I'm scared now. What's going on? What is sensing? I knew we had reason for concern. Well, I did tell you we shouldn't be exploring what's underneath the castle. I told you this was a bad idea. Ever since the end of the calamity, the castle has fallen into neglect. You see, I never played the Calamity game. And there's another Hyrule Warriors Calamity or something. It was a Nintendo VU, I believe. It was a Nintendo VU, and then they released a Nintendo VU remastered edition on Switch. I need to play that. I need to buy that. I need to buy the Calamity. You see, I need to play these Zelda games in order. So that way, before I jump into Hyrule Warriors, I can have better understanding of Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. But I never could have imagined anything like these tunnels were hiding here. We must be careful as we move deeper. I absolutely agree. We should be careful. Alright, let's go. Let me see if my sword is working. It's working. Okay. It's working. I was just making sure that my sword is working. I know it's glowing, but that's why I was testing it. I just want to make sure. Now, if my sword is glowing, does that... too loud, too loud. I know, I know you guys have headphones on, probably listening. I was wondering if my sword is glowing, do I get any extra power? See, because I'm not familiar with Zelda, so I'm just asking questions. If my sword is glowing, does that mean that my sword has some extra power that I can use against the enemies? These are ruins from ancient civilization. Something's written here. Wait, something is written here. Might these ruins be from Sonai? Could be. We need to continue to explore this underground area, forbidden or not. Whatever you say, Princess. Princess Zelda, Princess of Hyrule. Hyrule! The source of the gloom is down there somewhere. What is that? I'm sure there's Zonai in origin. I've seen designs like this in my studies. I'm sure there's Zonai in origin. I've seen designs like this in my studies. See, I don't even know what Zonai is. What is that? What is Zonai? Is that like some sort of civilization? Zonai civilization? Ancient civilization, Zonai? The Zonai are said to have lived long ago, in the time of earliest legend. Okay, so it is an ancient civilization. They possessed godlike powers and had a prosperous civilization in the sky. Okay. Many history books tell us about the Zonai, but none gives us the full picture. Much is still unknown about them. I feel like Christopher Walken should read this. I tell you, many history books tell us about the Zonai, but none give us the full picture. Much is still unknown about them. Alright, let's continue. You are determined to discover the connection between this place and the emergence of the gloom. I tell you, I can see you coming with that torchlight. So let's keep on going. We're sure to find some clues to all this ahead. So what are we waiting for? You know, Christopher Walken, think about the Christopher. Chris has that unique voice. There's just something about his voice. It is so unique, man. It is the most unique voice on the planet. It really is. It really is. It is. I can listen to Christopher Walken reading me a book or a bedtime story anytime. It looks like a Nintendo Switch. It does. I have a question. Is this what the Zonai looked like? They seem different than us. And such a large ears. I thought I was watching a Lord of the Rings. Are you sure we're not in a Peter Jackson movie? How? How? How did the ruins from civilization in the sky end up here beneath the castle? I don't know. Maybe you should tell me. Anyway, it looks like the path ahead goes even deeper. Let's continue. What do you say? Come on. Okay, let's go. Let's go. I'm trying to make this entertaining a little bit, but at the same time, I'm trying to understand the story. Yes, I don't mind entertaining. Listen, I'm all about entertaining you guys. And I know you guys love when I do voices, when I entertain. But also at the same time, I want you guys to understand, I also need to understand the story of this game. So I'm trying to keep it balanced. Keep you entertained and also understand the story. Because I wanna get into Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment first by understanding what happened to Princess Zelda. That's why I'm playing this first part of the game, of the Tears of the Kingdom, Legend of Zelda, because I want to understand what happened to her and how did she end up in the timeline that she did, and the Hyrule Warriors. Okay. Let's continue. No, really, I'm trying to understand the story. All right? A monster's down here. Why? There's no monsters down here. Wait, are they monsters? These monsters are no match for me.
You're not hurt, are you, Link?
Of course not. I'm not hurt. Look at me. I'm Christopher Walken.
Look at these murals.
It's a beautiful game, really is, man. This is why I love Nintendo.
The
These
histories of the royal family include stories of a great war fought long ago. It was a conflict between allied tribes and someone only ever referred to as the Demon King. Is it possible? Do these murals depict the same legend?
So that's the Demon King?
This is similar to the statues we saw earlier. A Zonai.
That's the
These
civilization,
figures
Zonai.
look like Hylians.
Hylians.
This
Who are-
depiction certainly suggests that the Zonai descended from the heavens. It is said that my ancestors, the first of Hyrule's royal family, were born from a union with gods who had descended from the heavens.
Ah.
These murals tell a similar story, and if they are accurate, then the gods mentioned were the Zonai. They must have forged a relationship with the Hylians of that time, working together to establish the Kingdom of Hyrule.
Ah.
This figure, he seems to be stealing something of incredible power from the young kingdom. This all aligns with what I've read during my studies. And then this. It shows the Demon King. And a fierce battle against him. If the creature depicted here really does represent the Demon King, then... Oh. Incredible! This mural must be the Great War recorded in the royal histories. This is the imprisoning war, and the events that led up to it. Link! This is a huge discovery. All right then, now to use this invention of Pura's. I'm glad I didn't leave it behind. It's so easy to record. You point it and click. Oh. It looks like the rest of the murals are obscured. Oh. Just what is this place? Maybe we'll find more answers farther ahead. Link, let's keep moving deeper.
So her royal family, Hyrule, they established some sort of connection with these descendants from the heaven, these ancient aliens that came down. So they made a connection and partnership with them, right? And I guess this is where we're going to learn more in the Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, right? This is where we learn more. So, so one thing I understand now is that her royal family dates back with these civilizations, these ancient civilizations. But apparently these ancient civilizations, they came from the heavens. And anything that comes from the heavens, it has to be alien, right? So, that's what I'm understanding right now. That's what I'm understanding. Let's continue. I can tell you how excited I am. The murals down here, their images support so much of what historians have written about. Okay, well then let's go. I'll have my sword ready just in case. Just in case some monsters are lurking around. What I was saying earlier, what's so unique about Nintendo, it's these types of games. You know, this is what makes Nintendo Nintendo. It's not so much the graphics and the power of the system. It's really the unique games that it brings. You know, why do we play video games? We play video games because we want to be, you know, transported to that fantasy world, right? To that fantasy land, to take us to that place of fantasy, right? For the same reason we read books, right? When you read books, your mind takes you to that place of what the writer is writing in that book. Same thing with the movies and TV shows. And I think that's the most important aspect of video games. It's taking you to that place to escape in that fantasy world, you know. And I think this is why Nintendo has always been so successful, because they understand what makes video games fun and what makes video games so intriguing. It's the ability to escape into that magical fantasy world. But I feel today a lot of gamers are focused on resolution and frame rates. What's the frame rate, right? Is it 60 FPS? Is it 40 FPS? Is it 30? Is it 50? And then they're looking at resolution. What's the resolution? And they're looking at the graphics and what's the textures, resolution. Is there a ray tracing, right? I think that's one of the strangest things that I've noticed about today's gaming community. Back in my days, it was just about the concept. Hey, this is fun. We're playing something that's fun. We're playing this cool game because it's fun. But nowadays, it's all about what's the resolution like? How many frames? What's the graphics like? Do the graphics look better? Are the graphics photorealistic? I always say this to people. If you want photorealistic graphics, maybe you should go outside. Go outside. Go outside and breathe some oxygen. Look at the real buildings. Look at the real streets, the real traffic, the real skies. Maybe you'll see the real rain. And you'll know what it's like when it's raining for real. Remember, if you want, I don't want the photorealistic games. I want the games to be fun. I want the games to take me to that fantasy world. I want the games to be fun. That's the whole point why I played the video games in the first place since 1984. It was for that one reason. Is this fun? Am I having a good time? Am I being transported to this magical world? That's what true gamers love. That's what true gamers want. That's what we want, true gamers. So I just don't understand this next generation of gamers. They're so focused on the resolution and frame rates and graphics. I don't care how good the graphics are. It really doesn't mean anything to me if the game it's not fun. If it's not fun. Callisto Protocol looked amazing. Callisto Protocol looked amazing. Amazing graphics, but guess what? The story was not that good. The characters were forgettable. You didn't care about them. The experience was very short. I finished the game within I don't know. I want to say within 12 hours. Yeah, I was done with the game within 12 hours. Within 12 hours I was done. Because I was stuck with some bosses at the end. I have to fight these bosses at the end, so it was kind of a little bit difficult. But I finished the game within 12 hours, but the game was not fun. It was not fun. So what I'm trying essentially to say, without, dragging this conversation any longer, because I don't want to waste too much of your time by listening to me. But the point I'm trying to make, so that way you guys understand where I'm coming from, is the reason why Nintendo is so successful. It's exactly because their main focus has always been on exclusives and bringing these exclusives and these types of games to take you to that fun experience, so you can have fun, so you can enjoy it. They understood this, and this is why they have been successful for 40 years. I made a video yesterday where I talked about why they're so successful. It's because they understood, if it ain't broke, why fix it? Yes, exclusives are very important. Exclusives are very important, but what's even more important, besides exclusives, of course, is, are these games fun? Are you having fun playing these games? Don't focus on the frame rate. Don't focus on the graphics. Don't focus on a higher resolution. I don't care if it's running 8K 60 FPS. It doesn't mean anything to me. Even if you give me the game that runs at 8K resolution, 60 frames per second, I don't care if it's running at 8K 60 FPS. You know, that 33 million pixels with 60 FPS, 60 frames per second, that's what I mean. That 60 frames per second with 33 million pixels doesn't mean anything to me if the game it's not fun. First and foremost, the game has to be fun. The game has to be fun. It has to be intriguing. If it's not fun, if it's not intriguing, well, guess what? Then what's the point? What's the point of that, 33 million pixels, 8K resolution with 60 FPS, 60 frames per second? What's the point of that resolution and that higher frame rate? It doesn't mean anything. Even if it's 120 FPS, it doesn't matter. So that's my whole point about why I like Nintendo. We're getting closer. I find myself wondering, how did this area come to be so forgotten? Why was our history left hidden here? I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I'm as lost as just as you are. I don't know. I'm a Christopher Walken. I'm just walking over here. I don't know. Let's continue. Maybe we'll find something down there. Did the royal family in those ancient times want this place and these murals to remain secret, out of sight? I believe so. That's why her father told her not to wander around underneath these tunnels. And here you are, like a Christopher Walken. You're walking her into these tunnels. What's the matter with you? Let's continue. I like how the music is getting louder and louder as you're going deeper and deeper into these tunnels. This is so cool. This is so cool. Very cool. I like this. Small touches like this. You can see that the developers are passionate about what they're making. It's the experience, man. That's what it's about. The experience. Yo, this is creepy. Hold on, Zelda. What is that? I don't know. What is this place? I think this is the portal. This is where she travels to that different time frame. All right, let's go. Let's go. I don't know about this. I'm not so sure. This was a good idea. Look at this poor bastard. Look what happened to him. I don't know. What is that? Some sort of a diamond. I'll keep it. No, it's not a diamond. What is it? Do I have to fight this thing? Oh, good. I won't have to fight it. Oh, Jesus, I do. Oh my god.
Link!
Was that the sword that seals the darkness? A blade that shatters so easily against my power cannot save you from me. Zelda. You who carries that fragile sword. A Link. Rauru placed his faith in you.
Rauru.
And that was all you could do.
How do you know our names?
Yeah, how do you know our names? How do you know our names? Princess Zelda. So that's how she ended up in a different time frame. So that explains Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment.
Link, finally you wake. I've heard a great deal about you from Zelda. Your wounds were severe. I am relieved to see you escape death. Your arm, however, was beyond saving. I had to replace it, lest the injury endanger you further.
Wow. Let's check out the sword. So I can only use it with his arm? Nice. Oh, but it's broken. Decayed Master Sword. The sword that seals the darkness, its sacred power. And its sacred power has been diminished after being ravaged by the gloom beneath Hyrule Castle. Let me see. So that's how you attack. Okay. Press the Y. Got it. This is my decayed Master Sword. Okay. And I guess this is where I will be able to repair my sword. Well, I don't know what I need. I guess I need some sort of materials. I need to collect some sort of materials to upgrade my sword. Uh, but I guess that's further into the game, right? You get to collect certain materials as you go along the story of the game and visit different levels. You will encounter different materials that you can collect, and I'm assuming, speculating, then you use those materials to upgrade and repair and upgrade your sword. That's what I'm guessing. And what is this? Something opened up right behind me. This game is so magical. You see, now I'm starting to have a better understanding of what happened to Princess Zelda. And how she ended up in that time frame. Okay, something opened up here. That's how you swim? Okay. Look at the level designed. The level design in this game, the way they are designed, the way these levels are designed, and that's what makes Legend of Zelda such a unique masterpiece of a game. It's just the way it's designed. The level of design, the way it's designed. The way every in each level it's designed. You can tell that there's so much passion and innovation that goes into it to transport you into this magical world. No other game has the world like Zelda. It's such a magical world that only Zelda can bring. And that's what I mean by a level design, the way it's designed. When you look at the Outer Worlds design, it's laughable, right? You look at the Outer Worlds 2, like I was playing the Outer Worlds 2 in the beginning, like few hours. I did like few walkthroughs. I upload my few walkthroughs that I did. I think part 6 or part 7 or something like that. And I was not impressed by the level design. And you look at the level design here on this game, and it's just beautiful. Nice. Such a beautiful game. Considering this is my first time playing it. Ooh, I got myself our archaic legwear. Simple classic legwear. Okay, let's equip this archaic legwear. Okay. Equip. All right. Nice. Got it. Wow, dude. I am like really impressed the way this game looks. The way it plays, everything, it's just remarkable. It's just remarkable. That's one of the things that I always appreciated about Legend of Zelda from Nintendo 64, Ocarina of Time, the GameCube version, the Wind Waker, right? That's on the expansion pack, right? Man, I need to purchase and subscribe to the expansion pack. I really do. Wow, look at this. Jump. All right, well, let's jump, shall we? Wow, dude. Tears of the Kingdom. Such a beautiful game. Wow. Wow. Just wow. Legend of Zelda, it's such a magical experience. And this is why Nintendo, it's so successful. And they have been successful for 40 years. 40 years, that's a long time. 40 years. 40 years of success. 40 years of success, and they're still successful. Even to this day. The recent reports are showing that from June all the way through September, when Nintendo Switch 2 was released. Nintendo Switch 2 was released on June 5th. From June 5th all the way through September, they already sold 10 million units. 10 million units. And there's a good reason why it sold 10 million units. All right, so I have a better understanding of what happened to Princess Zelda, and I understand why she ended up in that different time frame. And that different time frame, it's Hyrule Warriors, Age of Imprisonment. So yes, I certainly want to play Hyrule Warriors, Age of Imprisonment. Don't forget, tomorrow we also have a bunch of videos from Kirby's Air Riders. I will have to wake up early in the morning to be exact. I have to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning to play the demo, online demo of Kirby Air Riders, so I can give you guys my impressions on Kirby Air Riders. Tears of the Kingdom is just a beautiful, beautiful game. There's also Breath of the Wild. That's something I wanna play as well. Breath of the Wild, for sure. I heard that Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild and The Wind Waker, those three games are breathtaking, like breathtaking, masterpiece. I also need to play Ocarina of Time, Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. And I need to replay the original Zelda as well, which is available on Nintendo Online expansion pack. Nintendo Online expansion pack. I think it's worth it. What is this? Take it. Wooden branches such as this are pretty common, but it's surprisingly well balanced. It doesn't do much damage, but can serve as a weapon in a pinch. Okay, well, cool. Okay. Oh, that's how you select a weapon. Got it. Got it. Got it. That's cool to know. I like how the game is walking you through. As a tutorial, it's showing you like what you need to know. Uh-oh, we got a problem. Hold on. Cool. Mushrooms, when you eat them, you restore the health. Cool. See, that's what I'm saying. This is so cool how the game is teaching you how to play the game. A blade like horn from Soldier Construct. It's very sharp, so handle with care. Alright. Okay. A common fruit eaten by people since ancient times. Eat it fresh or cook it to increase its effect. Cool. All right. I guess I will leave it right here. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did playing it. You know, my first time playing Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, as you can see, I'm really impressed. It's such a magical world and a story that takes you to this magical fantasy world. It's one of the reasons why I love playing Final Fantasy games. It's for the same reason why I love playing Legend of Zelda. But I never really spent time to play Legend of Zelda properly. Um, but I really want to spend good amount of time playing these Legend of Zelda games. I mean, I want people to understand I am aware of Legend. Listen, I'm aware of Zelda. And I did play it here and there, but I never played it to finish it. I never played it where I was playing it every day to finish it. And I feel that I should play it to finish it. All of them, not just the Tears of the Kingdom, but Breath of the Wild and Wind Waker, original Legend of Zelda. Um, what's the other one? Ocarina of Time. Ocarina of Time. So I want to play all of these Zelda games, and then of course I want to jump into Hyrule Warriors. Hyrule Warriors, Age of Imprisonment. So, I can totally see why people love these games, why people cherish these games. They cherish and adore. They adore these games, and I totally understand why people cherish and adore. I mean, how could you not cherish and adore? Adore meaning you adoring it, you are so mesmerized by its beauty and the magic world, and almost like a hypnotic, feeling where you being hypnotized and taken into this world, and you slowly slipping into this world and this fantasy world. Yeah, I mean, I totally see why people love it, why people adore it, why people cherish it, why people are so fascinated by Legend of Zelda. How many years has it been? It's been a long time. I remember Legend of Zelda on Nintendo 64 was 1997 or 1998. Was 1998, so it's been a long time. It's been a long time. All right, guys. Well, there you have it. I really hope that you guys enjoy this 1 hour video walkthrough. I was thinking what kind of Friday night video can I give you guys? That's going to be 1 hour, but that it's going to be one of those videos that's going to be enjoyable, that you're going to enjoy watching it, and also bringing the entertainment value as well, which I always do with my voices. With Christopher Walken, I did a Christopher Walken voice. And also for me to understand why... how did Princess Zelda end up in that Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment time frame? Now I understand how she ended up in that time frame. I guess when she fell down through this portal, and this portal took her back in time of that ancient civilization. This also makes me excited, even more excited to play Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. And also, I want to play all of these Zelda games. Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, Wind Waker, Ocarina of Time, and the original Legend of Zelda from 1998. So, yeah. Thank you for watching. And I will see you guys on the next video. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for sharing the videos. And please leave a comment down below and let me know what is your memory of Zelda. Like the very first time you played Zelda, what was your memory experience like that you remember while playing Zelda games? I would really like to hear your first experience and a memory of playing these wonderful Zelda games, and when you first got your Nintendo 64 and you purchased a Legend of Zelda and you put on that Legend of Zelda cartridge and you turn on your Nintendo 64 and you started playing it, your very first experience. What was that like? You know, that very first love. That love that you had. You know, that love of Zelda that was glowing from that cartridge on that beautiful Nintendo 64. 1998, right? That was 1998. Yeah. I'll tell you before I go, my first experience with Legend of Zelda on Nintendo 64. You have to remember, I was younger back then. I was into different things, you know. I did play video games, but I also used to, you know, I used to go to nightclubs and, you know, I was hanging out with DJs, you know, partying in the nightclubs and DJs and working as a bouncer and, you know, just having a good time, living my life. But I also did play video games, don't get me wrong, and I had Nintendo 64, and I only played it for like few hours, and I did like it. My first experience was, wow, this is magical. This is like that movie Legend with Tom Cruise, you know, Ridley Scott movie Legend, right, with Tom Cruise. That's the first thing that I thought about when I started playing Legend of Zelda. I'm thinking about Tom Cruise, young Tom Cruise in the movie Legend. So that was my, like, the very first experience with Legend of Zelda. But I never really, like, dedicated my time to play it and finish it. And I wish that I did, but you have to remember, I was a different kind of a person back then, you know. I had other interests. Yes, I did play video games, but I also had other interests like DJing, partying, you know, having a good time, you know. But I can see now, all of these years later, now that I'm almost, well, I'm still 46. I'll be 47 in April, so I'm still 46 technically. I'm 46, but I'll be 47 in April. Now that I am, you know, in my late 40s, I can totally appreciate even more Nintendo and these types of games. Isn't that interesting? The older you get, the more you appreciate these types of games. And I think that's what's happening with me. And I think a lot of people are seeing that. You know, I am evolving. I am changing. I have different interests. My interests that I had 25 years ago are not going to be the same as today. My interests that I had 30 years ago are not going to be the same as they are today. So I'm growing, evolving, and these types of games are something that I enjoy even more nowadays. And that's one of the reasons why I have so much love for Nintendo right now in my late 40s. Because I understand why these games are so magical. And that's what I want. I want to escape into this magical world that Nintendo has. And it really does. So that's why I love Nintendo. Yeah, I love Nintendo now more than ever. Okay, well, thank you guys. I appreciate it once again. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for your support. I just want to let you know that I appreciate every single one of you. Everyone who supports me, everyone who likes my videos, everyone who leaves the comment. Even if it's a trolling comment, I don't care. I appreciate all of the comments. I do. Um, um, I appreciate all of you who are supporting me, who are watching my videos. I just want you to know that I appreciate every single one of you. I really do. Thank you. Love you guys. And happy holidays. God bless you. God bless you and happy holidays.